You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
There's been a flurry of diplomatic activity over Ukraine recently, with talks intensifying in Geneva as world powers try to push a new peace framework. The situation is tense because while Ukraine is desperate for peace, it is not willing to accept just any deal, especially one that could compromise its sovereignty or security. Earlier proposals, heavily skewed toward Russian demands, sparked alarm in Kyiv, forcing Ukrainian officials to scramble for urgent discussions. Delegates from the US, Ukraine, Germany, France, and the UK were seen moving between venues in black limousines, signaling the seriousness of the negotiations. At the center of these discussions is Andriy Yermak, leading the Ukrainian negotiating team. He faced a challenging starting point: a US-drafted proposal that many feared echoed Kremlin talking points. The pressure from Washington, with President Trump insisting on quick agreement, made the talks even more delicate. Despite this, Ukrainian officials engaged, understanding that ignoring the US could have consequences, including the possible suspension of military aid. By Sunday evening, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio declared tremendous progress, though he remained vague on details. A joint statement from Ukraine and the US introduced an updated and revised framework document, hinting at a shift from the initial plan. Sources suggest the new document contains 19 points, with major concessions from the original draft removed. Importantly, the revised plan reportedly eliminates an automatic veto on Ukraine joining NATO, removes caps on troop numbers, and ensures that no territory, particularly in Donbass, would be handed over to Russia for free. References to full amnesty for war crimes were also dropped. Most crucially, the plan includes security guarantees, potentially resembling Video 5 protection from Western allies, a non-negotiable point for Kyiv. Free influence appears to have helped shape this more balanced version. Germany's chancellor called it significantly modified, reflecting a more acceptable approach for Ukraine. Yet, challenges remain. While the new framework might eventually be signed by Kyiv, Russian approval is far from guaranteed. Analysts warn that President Putin is likely to demand further amendments favoring Moscow, keeping Ukraine under pressure and prolonging the war if necessary. The leaked 28-point US-Russia draft had already created confusion in Washington, Kyiv, and European capitals, and the dynamic shows how complicated high-stakes diplomacy can be. Ukraine remains reliant on US support, particularly as winter approaches, and any misstep could carry severe consequences. For now, the revised 19-point plan gives hope that a viable peace path may exist. But the road ahead is still uncertain, and the balance of power on the negotiating table continues to favor Russia. The situation is a reminder that in conflicts like this, peace is possible only when diplomacy, strategy, and national interests align. And even then, patience and caution are required. Stay subscribed for more videos.